All right, what's going on, YouTube? Should be live here. Hoping the audio is locked in. We have Legends League live tonight. We're gonna take a look right off the bat here. Let me just get the studio opened up here. It's on my list, guys. I'm gonna work on the chat widget. I'm gonna work on that. I think for lives, we'll replace the stats page. It's in the works. It's in the works. I have to do a little bit of homework and see exactly what I need to do for that. So, but without further ado, let's take a look here. So we have some tough battle conditions. So we need 4th place, or pardon me, we need 4 keys, which would put us in 12th place, I believe it is. Dude, I mean, I don't know. I'm really hoping that this week we can use our new strategies that we figured out last week that we were made some mistakes on, and we're not optimizing our poison swamp. I think that's going to be our number one thing. So I'm interested to see. So we're going to do some testing with the range here. Okay, we're going to find the optimal range to beat fast ultimates, ranged ultimates. And I mean that's really the extent of our issues right now with tournaments. For right now anyway. Those are the 2 things we're seeing some major problems. So let's see what we can figure out here. Let's I saved this respec here for you. I started off, we maxed our range bar. Now, I'm not saying that we're gonna not use the range effectively. We checked that, and I did already pre-stream here. We swapped the Guardian, as you can see. So let's get this respect, okay? Also, we're gonna start off with no range card, and we may dabble with it and then take it back out, because this way I can increase the range without doing a perma increase in game with the clicks here in the workshop. So let's get most of this stuff maxed out. I'm thinking like almost my farm range might be the ideal placement. So I think we'll actually just start with 83. I don't think we're going to put anything into that. I have the level locked so I don't accidentally increase it. We'll max everything else. Stick a hundo in there. Max everything here. Once we get our run here going, I will do a test run. I realized in the last video there was like absolutely no music, so and especially, I don't know, I think we need to have a little bit more music. I think it's enjoyable for us to sit back and like enjoy some of the Celestoria's music. This music slaps. Okay. We'll do 8 this time. We normally do 7. We'll do our standard 5 in there, and then right? Yeah, oh yeah. Max that, or do those, and then we'll go with 4. And let's see, we'll do, what, 6 or 7? Start with 6 and see, because we do have the battle condition. That's probably good. And yeah, dude, making some improvements here with the coin gains. And this is where it just like kind of makes sense. What's going on, D Knowles? How you doing, brother? Clouded, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. So what's our battle conditions? Let me pull them up for you, Clouded. They're tough for me. They're tough conditions for me. It's basically everything anti-EHP. So orb resistance, that's kind of where I'm gonna leave my orbs a little smaller than I normally would if this condition wasn't in there, because I'll pump them up to like 1.8 if we don't have a condition. But the ROI with them not doing as much, it's kind of not worth it. This is pretty much like half the tournaments, more than half the tournaments. Doesn't really bother me. This is the painful one here. This and the fast ult. So this is going to be my first time with the fast ultimate, the new strat here of the lower range. I'm gonna do I should have enough time here tonight. We're gonna put in a few runs. So this is where it just kind of gets like I have to get really hybrid with it, because it doesn't make any more. You know, I put one more click. Sports commentator voice, bro. Dude, on one of my videos today, somebody commented that I sound like Miley Cyrus, and that I'm hard to listen to. And I'm like, bro, like I mean, Miley Cyrus is annoying. Nobody's gonna doubt that. Sure, I sometimes probably sound like I kind of talk a little like nasally. Ironically, next week I'm having, or 2 weeks from now, I'm having nose surgery, because so that's part of why I sound a little nasally. Like I have a little bit of like a nasally voice, but nothing to the extent of Miley Cyrus. I was floored when I read that. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I mean, but dude, seriously, like, who comes on YouTube to just tell somebody that their voice is annoying? I mean, even if I pulled up a video, I'm scrolling the tube, and I fucking hear somebody's voice that's... The last thing that I'm thinking is, I'm going to take my time to go be like, your voice is hard to take. Like, who the fuck does that? But anyway, so this is where we get a little, like, it's just like, where am I actually spending the money? Yeah, man, might as well just crank these all up, dude. Three piece with a biscuit. I mean, yeah, we could, I might as well do a little 10 piece in there. I could do a couple clicks into here. I don't think it makes any sort of difference. Stick another one in there. And then, sure, I mean, and let's look over here. Nothing makes sense to rush over here. Dude, I'm going to be excited when this finishes at 5%, bro. That's going to be huge. Okay, so internet people are weird. Yeah, absolutely, Cloudly. Absolutely. Man, it's a funny place. Dude, some of the shit that I read on Reddit is absolutely wild, dude. Like, I started going on Reddit because of the tower, and now I've, like, found other subreddits. Bro, holy fuck, it's some weird shit. So, all right, let's see. I think we're just about dialed in. Did that. Did that. Everything's locked in here. We're gonna dabble with the range. Oh yes. So I think, and like I said, we're gonna have time for a few runs. So I am gonna want to take this out. Probably slop the amplifying strike back in as the primary, like I normally do. With the Astral Deliverance. We'll see if that makes any difference. We'll see how bounce shots are working. And then I also will want to do the negative mass projector, because we did do better in the last tournament, which I'll be interested to see how this works with our range. So let's just get into it here. Actually, we got to set our range here. Let's get our range dialed in. I mean, actually, like, look at that. That looks like a perfect range. And let's see it when the swamps pop up. I think that's going to be the real question, is how am I getting the swamp coverage that we need? Yup. See, look at that. So in last tournament, we weren't even, I wasn't even at the range line. I wasn't even at the range line because I was fucking running a max range, dude. I was doing this bullshit. And I was even way bigger than that because I had the range card in. Like, look at this shit. So that's even... Wait a second. Why the fuck is my swamp so much bigger? I'm tripping right now. Now, yeah, we did... I think we did finish 2 levels of this. We were working on getting to level 1. So 0.08, there's no fucking way that that's that big. Look at this. This doesn't even make any sense. It's like, it's getting coverage. I guess that's not that much coverage. I guess in reality, hold on. Let's see what the second sweat. Okay, actually, it's not that big of a difference. I was not looking at that correctly. That's actually, yeah, that's pretty good. So with these next couple levels, I'll have good coverage, but also, like, we were at like the perfect space. Oh, we have to take the range card back out. Yeah, bro, I think this is actually like legitimately perfect. I think this is like the perfect setup right here. That's a lot of the range line covered for when we do have the range ultimates. But I think this is also going to, in turn, just work really good with ensuring that I'm getting enough stuns and misses with the fast ultimates. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let me just clear these out quick, and we're going to dive right in. Put that back. And sender. How you guys doing today? Bro, I have this customer at the dealership that, I don't know, this guy has the ability to, he's like a total crackhead, like legit, he's like full-on tweaker, like the guy's absolutely nuts. Well, anyway, this guy has the ability to somehow, like, sue people or whatever. This guy has the ability to come into, like, $10,000, $15,000 cash and come buy some, like, luxury German cars. And, Z-Care, how you doing, brother? Welcome in. Glad to have you. And, this fucking guy, I've been dealing with him now for a few days. Since, like, on and off. Now, again, for the last, like, month. He came in. Dude, when he was at the dealership yesterday, bro, I got into, like, an argument with him because this guy legitimately had no idea that he was at the dealership. And I'm like, dude, you need to fucking stop getting, like, get off the drugs, dude, and pull your shit together. Anyways, this guy was there again today, finally pulled the trigger, and we got a deposit from him on a vehicle. But now I'm, like, questioning, is it even going to happen? So this guy had 20 grand, like, in the middle of last week. Bro, he's, like, almost completely out of money already. It's insane. Like, I mean, holy cow. But in the event that he does come up with the money, I'm glad to help him spend it somewhere that he probably should instead of spending it on drugs. But, bro, people are crazy, man. I also have no idea how this guy is able to come up with this money. Oh, actually, guys, we have, get off, Clouded said, get off the gear, just go harder on it. For real, man? Like, dude, either finish the job or, fucking get your shit together. Okay, guys, we totally forgot here. We need to slide our fasts up here. No protector ultimates. So we'll slide the boss up there. That'll work. Yeah, dude, I just tell you, I've been dealing with this guy now for years, and you know what's crazy? So, we have a new guy at the dealership that, you know, hasn't been around forever, hasn't experienced all these people, and so this guy, when he was here, this crackhead, when he was at the dealership like a month ago talking about this car or whatever, he he had said he literally just got out of jail that day. And I said to my coworker before I went outside to talk to him, I was like, bro, I'm telling you, that's the healthiest he's ever looked. Dude put on like 25, 30 pounds. Like, he looked as healthy as I've ever seen him in all the years he's been coming to the dealership. And, bro, this guy is already thinned the fuck out. It's, like, it's insane. I mean, this guy looks like he hasn't eaten in, like, at least 2 weeks. All right, honestly, I'm not feeling super optimistic right now. This honestly might be a short tournament. I don't like these battle conditions, man. We need 4 keys. I can't believe the last 2 tournaments I got no keys, bro. I mean, seriously, like, the variation in these tournaments is wild. Like, look at this, dude. Go for the PB here. 1,700. Oh, wait, I guess I did get keys here. I thought I didn't get keys 2 times in a row. I'm tripping. I don't know. Not optimistic here, though, guys. I don't know. I'm really hoping that we can swing 1,000. I think I'll be pretty happy with 1,000. I think we're gonna get chipped pretty good, and we might have to. We might have been better with the shrink ray in, because I think with the extra bounce shots, like the more effective bounce shots, pardon me, not bounce shots, knockback. Clouded said, every season I generally get some new employees that are cooked. Man, I tell you, it's hard finding, like, some halfway decent employees now. And, you know, I was just talking about this earlier today, dude. At a dealership, so we're a small dealership. We're not, like, one of the big, like, we're not, like, a Ford dealership or a Toyota dealership. We're a small independent dealership. So, but we're a larger, small independent dealership. Like, we generally carry about 85 to 100 cars at a time, which is a big, small independent dealership. So, our specific dealership is such, like, I mean, everybody that works there has to be a hard-working individual. And I mean, I'm not here to brag or anything, but I'd say I have a very strong work ethic. I can do I can multitask and carry a lot of positions all at once. And it's really hard to find people that can replicate that. And I mean, I would say that was hard to find, you know, 10 years ago when I started working at this place. But, man, ever since the pandemic, dude, I'm telling you, the workforce has just tanked, dude. Tanked. I tell you, I mean, I'm not going to go into any politics or anything, but my goodness, I mean, people don't want to work. People expect too much money. And I'm not downplaying inflation, dude. I mean, my wife and I do pretty good. We're very fortunate to be where we're at. But, bro, I mean, our mortgage is fucking, quite frankly, it's too much for what our income is. I mean, we're responsible with our money, but fuck, man, it's expensive, dude. And our health insurance this year, dude, our health insurance went up like over tripled. I mean, it's crazy how expensive stuff is. So I'm totally realistic about the fact that people need to get paid. Doesn't matter if they're in a lower wage bracket, like kind of more like a grunt work job, or you're making like big money. It doesn't really matter. I mean, people have to like make a wage that's sufficient for them. But anyway, I mean, it's really hard, and it's like now you're in a position where you want to get like a, you know, our prices for our dealership, we specialize in budget vehicles, so our prices range anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000 all the way up to like 15 to 20 grand. You know, our most expensive car right now is I think 19 grand, and we have one that'll be like 22 grand coming in. So anyway, like when it comes to detailing these cars, you know, they don't have to be perfect. I don't need the guy that can make your car look as brand new and that, you know, can do paint corrections and perfect buffing and blah blah blah. You know, I don't need that guy. And that guy's like $35 to $50 an hour. that guy can go make a Ferrari look brand new in your driveway and stuff. That's different. We don't need that, you know. We need a guy that can make the $5,000 car look like it's a worthwhile $5,000 car. Man, it's like you got to overpay to get that position, and man, it's like everybody wants $1 million. Everybody wants you to train them, and it's like there's no real time in a small business to train people like that. So, bro, it's tough. Clouded said X dealers are the best sales and marketing team members. I would absolutely agree. And, you know, I think a large contributing factor is that at dealerships, you got to have some seriously thick skin, and you have to be versatile. I mean, you'll sell cars to people that are millionaires, and you'll also sell cars to people that are willing to spend their last dime or spend money that they don't have to buy a car. So you have to be like very, very much a chameleon, because at the end of the day, any sales position, you should be trying to be that person's best friend to convince them to make a sale, you know? And when it comes to like other sales and marketing jobs, you spend a long enough time in car sales, you could genuinely work anywhere. You can learn any sales position because you got to be so broad spectrum with your sales skills when it comes to cars. And I'm talking about like real car sales. I'm not talking about the Joe Blow at the big dealer that, you know, is just looking to fuck you. Like, I'm talking about a real salesperson. And I'm not saying that there's not part of that in sales. Let's just be real. At the end of the day, it's a business trying to take your money to sell you their product. Let's just be real. It's the nature of any business. It's just with car sales, you have a person face to face getting you to sign that paper, you know. But it's also, for like me, it's like way harder to sell the cars that I sell than, say, if you're working at the Toyota dealership or the Ford dealership, where you're buying a brand new vehicle or a lightly used low mileage vehicle. Man, I sell cars with 250,000 miles, dude. Like, these cars have scuffs, they have scratches, they got curved rims, they got a little oil seepage starting, you know. It's not a problem now, but it's going to be a problem eventually. Let's be real, it's got 250,000 miles. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're paying for the level of, you know, you're paying for the level of car you're getting. You can absolutely spend $20,000 and get a near perfect car. I'm not disagreeing with that, but if you have $5,000 to spend, we sell the best car for the money. And I'm not saying that as a used car salesman. I genuinely believe that. I haven't really been looking at the tanks much, but I'd like to see if they're putting up a good shield for the bosses. Yeah, well, pretty good. No, this boss kind of pushed through there. We'll have to take a look at how many kills we get with death penalty. I don't know, is there a stat for that? Death penalty, death penalty. Is that a stat line somewhere in here? I don't think so, right? Oh, there it is. That's hitting right at 15%. That's good. All right, honestly, we're doing better than I thought we were going to. Yeah, Cloud, I'm definitely putting up a good fight on those tanks, man. I look at the health bar starting to teeter a little bit, starting to waver a little bit. I think we're going to be probably popping second wind fairly soon here. Z-Care said, do you have any idea if you buy a car in a different state, do you have to pay any additional tax or anything? Nope. So the way it works, so there's two different ways that it works. Okay, there's the more basic approach, which you'll find a little bit more often at like a smaller independent dealership like us. So if you buy a car, say you're in Michigan, you're coming over to Wisconsin to buy a car, your only things you pay for the car itself. Say the car is $5,000, just can use round numbers. Then you pay our dealership dock fee, which ours is on the lower end. It's $399. Average for the state of Wisconsin is about $700. And then you'll pay a $3 temporary license tag fee. And that gets you 30 days on the temp tag to go back to Michigan and go to your local DMV, take your paperwork, pay your state sales tax, and pay your state registration costs. So The secondary way to do it, and you'll find this at like a large scale dealership because they have more integrations nationwide with other DMVs and stuff. They have way bigger, more expensive systems and programs and blah, blah, blah. They can handle your taxes and plates right there. And so, there, as far as I know, there wouldn't be any additional costs for that, but you would have to then pay for that stuff right up front, and then you'd get your plates mailed to you from the DMV, I believe, or however it works in your state. All right, looks like we're about to pop the second wind. I think we got the time here, guys, and we've already planned on doing a few runs. Let's just see if we have the ability here to regen this, as we're just getting stacked on. And see, this is where I think I'm going to run into the possibility that it would be better to have the slightly larger range. I don't really know if... Oh, you know what we didn't do, guys? You know what we didn't do here? Wait, did I already spawn a... Okay, perfect. Slop in the wave skip. Or no, we need the wave skip in there. What I took out one more. We got a crit chance, and we'll do range. Let's take a look at this quick. I can't see shit. Poison swamp. Okay, it's just on the outside of tower range. So I think that'll hopefully get us a little bit of stuns outside range. And then I think we need a hair more orb to hit the stunned enemies on the edge line. Okay, I think that'll be what we want to do there. No problem, ZK. Glad I could help. Any dealership questions, ask me, man. I'll give you some honest answers. Clouded, I'm 30, what am I, 34. 34, basically like a senior citizen at this point, man. That's how I feel, anyway. Alright. We'll see about this. Well, I hit 1,000. It's kind of what we were aiming for. Let's see if we have the ability to... let's see if we can recover some package here without dying. Study Mage, welcome in. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. I've seen you in the comment section on Zephyr's videos, quite a few. That's where I've heard your name many times. Okay, so 1,089. Actually, I mean, that was pretty good. So let's see what kind of slight adjustments. Let's take a look at the stat page here. Make sure our death penalty held up at 15.5. So that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Clouded said all tower players except Study Mage are old. Man, isn't Greeny like super young too? Isn't he like 22 or 3 or something? Somebody asked him in one of his last Q&A videos, and I was a little surprised. He sounds a little bit older. You never know. I mean, okay, so give me some input here, guys. What do we do with this? I think we gotta try the shrink ray. What the hell is it? Am I blind? Yep. See, the thing is, you only get a 10% bonus here. That's what I was talking about in my last video. Is I think this cannon assist being at the legendary would be beneficial. Study Mage said, "What do you mean, Clouded? You not see my beautiful flowing beard? Oh, lucky, bro. I can't grow facial hair to save my life. And even worse off, dude. I'm 34 years old, and I only can grow the left side of the goatee. I got a little mustache, little, like, chin fucking thing, little miniature beard, and I only can grow the left part of the goatee to connect it. I grow, like, no hair on the right side. So I have to constantly shave the left side you can't skip like a couple days of shaving, otherwise you're just like full on 5 o'clock shadow, like full grown in, and there's nothing on the right side, and it looks like, what the fuck, dude? Okay, guys, so I don't know if we should try this out. Okay. I gotta write this down or I'm gonna fucking forget. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we did 1,080 something with, let's see, what do we have in there? We had Amp Strike. Did I have Amp Strike in the assist, really? Am I tripping? I think I did. Let's see, Death Penalty, and we used Sharp Fort. And I don't think there's any point in using Restorative Bonus. I think Pulsar Harvester is just going to be better. Study Mage said in IRL, I'm only 21. Despite this, I have a decent beard and mustache. Already a couple inches in balding. Hey, at least I'm not balding. I'll take that. I am completely gray. I got my first gray hairs when I was 18. So I've gone full silver on the sides and like mixtures of gray on the top. Clouded said, it doesn't matter if you can't grow chin hair. What matters if you can grow butt hair. That's the true test of manhood. I couldn't agree more. What do they call it? The top of the butt crack hair, the butt tuff. You gotta have a nice braided butt tuff. That's popular in many tribes. Sir, my waist down is a forest. All right, Study Mage. All right, he's gonna be a lumberjack before you know it. Okay, I think we're going to keep the Sharp Fort for one more run, and then we'll swap it. I think, I don't know, does this fucking shrink rate make a difference? It's only 10%. Study Mage, I got the weirdest shaped chest hair, bro. It's ridiculous. I grow hair very, very, like, weird. The butt tuff is brilliant, Clouded. It is. It is. Yeah, I think we'll leave that. Okay. I don't know if I swap the death ray for like alt crit. I don't know. I think we're gonna run it back same way. Did we think the range helped us? I don't necessarily think it helped. Man, okay, actually, maybe we just go take this a step back. I'm gonna run the same setup. Actually, I'm gonna keep the shrink ray in, but I think at like wave 800, we're gonna just pump the range and see what happens. We're gonna see if the range is as big of a factor. All right, guys, we need to get like 1,200 waves, dude. Yeah, these motherfuckers are still cooking here, dude. We're not beating any of these people. Bro, I mean, we might have just did our best run. I might be able to get squeak past this guy, maybe 100 waves. Nah, he's still running though, right? Probably. Bro, another brutal bracket. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, let's do it. And turn this down quick. Rein this back in. And okay, I'll hop right back into this. Clouded, I saw you did start streaming on Twitch. Bro, my PC has been on the fritz for like, I don't know, a few months, and I swear to God, it all started when I got... So what happened was, I'll be totally honest, in full disclosure, I ran the tower without turning my PC off for like a month and a half. I don't think that had a factor in it. Maybe it did. Who knows, right? Well, all of a sudden I had my first crash. Had my first ever crash, and I will tell you, like, I think my PC was, like, a little tired, like, just from running nonstop, because my display on my, like, cooling screen that has the temperature in the PC, I'm not, like, a I'm not dialed in with like PC specs or whatever, but it was like kind of like jittering. It wasn't like solid, it was kind of shaking, whatever, but it was still at a low enough temperature that I didn't really think much of it. Anyway, my first crash happens, and when my PC crashed, I lost 2 USB ports. They stopped working, and after that, I had these like periodic crashes. And another thing that happened was LD, I was using LD player at the time, like totally went on the fritz. And this is before they fixed the cloud save issues. So like if you 100% didn't log out properly of the device that you were using, close whatever you were using, whether it was the app itself or the player on your computer, if you logged in, you would sometimes lose days worth of progress, like if you didn't properly log out. And I mean, I will tell you, I lost at least a week of progress from that exact issue. So when they like finally fixed it, I had a power outage yesterday, and I was so scared to like log in, because it's the first time that I've done that in a while, but I had to log in without logging out on a different device, and everything went smooth. But I'll tell you, it gave me a little PTSD. So that happened, and now I periodically just have these crashes, and I swear to God, it's something with like LD player. I think LD player fucking corrupted some files or something on my computer, and I've uninstalled it and everything, but I think it fucked something up. And my PC guy has not like been available to come fucking fully diagnose. So we just did a little remote troubleshooting, but I don't know if like the power supply is damaged. You know, the PC is only like a couple years old, and I mean, I built this thing for like sim racing and stuff, so running the tower shouldn't fucking do it. But anyway, besides the point, so now I have these like crashing issues. So I've been thinking of like maybe I should fucking download one of these plugins to Twitch, just or stream to Twitch as well. But I'm like, bro, dude, my PC I don't think is ready for that right now. Let me catch up on some chats here. What do we got here? Oh, Clouded off to the dentist. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, brother. I'll see you on the next one. I'll be hopefully in yours in the morning. Otherwise, I'm gonna just miss you. Flipstar, welcome in. Good morning. All right, who else do we got? Poetic, what's going on? Good luck with the tournament. I appreciate it. Good luck to you as well. Graham Freeman, I don't think I've ever seen you. He said, never had good luck with brackets joining this early. 4 keys for auto restart. Yes, 4 keys. I've been waiting on these last 4 keys for what feels like forever. And I mean, I was doing so good. I mean, I don't know if I just got that easy of brackets, but when I did my respec with the Max Flamebot and BotBot, took the golden bot out completely. I mean, it was just a huge jump in tournament. And then all of a sudden, it's this last tournament. I swear to God, it was the last 2, but apparently not. But man, I did not perform great. Let's see, who do we got? EHP Stein files, Epstein files. I love it. Good luck, have fun. You as well, brother. Xenomorph, good luck to you as well. Xenomorph said, Epstein file, your name gets me every time. Bro, seriously, that's classic, dude. EHP Stein files. Study Mage, I can help you a little bit with diagnostics for PCs. Graham Freeman, we're going to talk about that in just a second, Study. Graham said, first time joining, I also need 4 keys for auto restart. Last tournament got 0. Man, we're in the same boat, Graham. I don't know if you were in here when I pulled this up, but man, look at this BS, dude. I set the PB here. This tournament was the PB, highest rank, highest placement, highest waves, and I was 2 places behind Giga on his last tournament run. It's my second time in his bracket, and I was on the farewell bracket, and he finished 4th. I mean, bro, how do I finish in 6th and he finishes in 4th, and then just absolutely getting torched here? Just didn't even feel. Actually, this one I ran it so many times with so many different builds, and I was 29 waves away from 2 keys. Absolutely brutal. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, Graham. I didn't know if you were in here yet, brother. All right, perfect. So, study. Here's what I got going on. I started out with overclock watchdog errors, okay? And maybe we'll hop into Discord and I'll send you my crash logs. So, I think that, and now the errors I'm getting, and here's the thing. I don't even have to be running anything on the PC, bro. Sometimes I'll have just, like, the web browser open, and I go to click on, like, the audio, like, adjustment in the bottom right. Bro, fucking thing crashes, dude. No explanation. Like, I mean, sometimes it's while I'm trying to run, like, Apex. Like, so the other day, dude, my fucking PC crashed while I was trying to do a stream with my friend on some Apex. And, bro, I could not run Apex and OBS at the same time. It was just crash. So, now I'm getting, not getting overclock watchdog errors. When I'm trying to remember what I'm getting. Well, I think I texted it to, my guy. I think I sent the codes to him. But, he's saying, so I put everything in ChatGPT, right? I take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird with LD, because it was like, I don't know. I just speculating. But my friend was saying he thinks it's a Windows issue. He says I might need a fresh Windows install. Oh, now I'm getting kernel errors. When it crashes. I haven't got the overclock watchdog error in a long time, but now I get these kernel errors every time it crashes. So, and like everything in the logs, which I'll send you. I'll have to find you in Zephyr's Discord and add you. But yeah, I get just like Windows stops working. Windows stops working. It's just like, I don't know. I'll send it to you, man. It's fucking weird. And dude, some days it won't crash for days at a time, and some days my PC is literally unusable. It just crashes nonstop. You can't do anything with it. So it's like totally, like there's no real rhyme or reason. But I mean, I can fucking run a bunch of recording software and my sim, and I have that on a 49-inch. I think it's 49 or 59 or I don't know, big ass ultra wide monitor, and my regular monitor. Like I can load the shit out of this, and it's just fine sometimes. And I run absolutely nothing, and then it'll crash sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to talk about that, brother. Graham, you're similar, just a glass cannon. So, man, where are you farming right now, Graham? Where are you at in terms of farm? Because I'm at a point right now where I can't progress tiers because which is actually going to be okay, but like for like now the last like 2 months I can't progress tiers. I'm stuck at like 11 to 12,000 waves in tier 16. You can't increase waves because of the overheat mechanics now, which is a great. I'm glad they added it. And the other thing is what was I gonna say? Oh, my coin multiplier. When I go up to 17, I just don't have the fucking. I don't have enough to increase my discos right now. So I think I really need to work on the enhancements quite a bit. So that's why I want to get back. I want to get these keys, dude, and then get back into Gbot heavy so I can get some upgrades in the workshop enhancements. Okay. Ironically, so I found friend requests for the first time ever today, study, when I was talking to Mashed Potato Johnson, because we're gonna get in a video this weekend. Okay, hold on. Yeah, bro, I don't know how to find. I see message requests, which is not you.
After the last great war, the three kingdoms united. Human, elf, dwarf.
Oh, tag me. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest, bro. I am Discord illiterate. I don't see a tag. Am I tripping? I gotta be blind. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. And then add friend. All right. Pardon my old-timerness. All right. Gotcha. Xenomorph said, or actually, what do we got? Graham said, you're ahead. I'm 7K waves in tier 16. Same going to 17. My coins drop by 35 to 40%. Yeah, it's really rough when I try to go up to 17. And the other thing is, like, you'd think that, okay, I'll get more cells out of it. My cell increase is, like, basically it's actually, I think it was a little bit less last time I tried. So I'm expecting, so before I did the respec, I think I was right around, like, 7,000 waves with the G-Bot. So when I respec, I'm going to be right in the same boat as you, man. Xenomorph said, earning as many coins to max ELS in Workshop Plus is such a key thing. Easier said than done, but it's huge for tower progression. And that's exactly what I've been thinking about. I'm to the point now where I'm finally check this out. I finally broke 500, so I can make a queue, one big queue a day, but that's kind of insufficient right now with how expensive those next levels of workshop enhancements are costing. Graham, yeah, sell income very marginally more in tier 17. Yeah, I think just with where I was at, I think it was. Oh wait, are we about to die? Do we still have wings? Yeah, we still have wings, right? Okay. Pause. Okay. Do a little swappy swap here. Okay, now here's the discussion. I think, yeah, let's try the max range. Let's go full boat. Coins per hour is half yours. Well, I'm going to say that's probably due to my... What's your GT Plus at? What's your GT Plus? Okay, give me a second study. Yeah, I think we got to oh yeah, okay, perfect. We just fucking died. Dang it. I don't know if, was that, how many waves were we at? Bro, we totally dropped the ball on that run. That was a good run. Okay, run it back. Exactly the same. That was it, dude. We're gonna do considerably better. We had just popped wings, so if we would have slowed it down with the nuke, took it off intro sprint, we'd have been just fine, I think. What am I doing here? Range, free ups, boom, hop back in. All right, we gotta get this going correctly here, and I think we'll just. Yeah, we'll turn up the range in a second. Send me the codes. I don't know why I can't English well. Yeah, no problem. I will send those. Yeah, Graham, what's your GT Plus? Mine's at, I think it's 11. I'm at 10 or 11. Yeah, so study. I'm basically a hybrid. So my philosophy is, at the end of the day, if I have every single box gold boxed in everything, and I have every lab done, theoretically, my tower should be stronger than somebody that only dedicated to half of the game. At the end of the day, everybody's going to be hybrid, and I think it's just finding that workflow balance where it makes sense to make the correct investment. So, like, for me, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning when I do my respec, I can add an extra 5 or 10 clicks into my regen and put it at, like, 3.1 or whatever. But, dude, I might as well add 80 clicks into the damage, crit, and super crit. It's going to be way more effective than the extra, like... seriously, dude, if I put this up to 3.1, I think this gets up to, like, almost 15. I've dumped way too much into this to get, like, an extra 0.8, 0.9 trillion a second. So it's like I can increase my damage substantially. Like, dude, so yeah, basically, a hybrid. I'd say, oh my god, bro, look at this, dude. I don't even have the stuns on or the Chrono Field Plus. What the hell? Wow, guys, I'm gonna talk about fucking dropping the ball. Okay, well, now, guys, with our Poison Swamp Suns that we made just such a huge deal about for like 10 minutes straight on 2 different occasions, now our stuns will actually be effective. Well, now I think we need to run it at the correct range here, and then we can increase the range. Okay, so now we're going to have to, like, do this, like, 12 more times. All right, that's fine. Graham, I'll check. I got to work right now. I'm going to have to watch with no sound while in Teams meeting. No problem, Graham. We appreciate you being here regardless, brother. Flipstar, I rerolled my Dimension Core into farming. First tourney with it. Let's see how many waves it cost me. My coin per hour went up from 66 to 86. Wow, dude. Yeah, I'm getting close. So, okay. I'm reading these comments too fast. I'm skipping over them. Study Major at GT Plus at level 9. That's, I think, and what do they say? It's like a 20 or 30% econ jump, I think, like in that range when you go to like 10 and then 11. So Xenomorph, you ever run oh yeah, Flipstar, I'm gonna be pretty soon. I'm pretty close to getting my Mythic Plus Primordial Collapse, so I'm gonna change that to a farming setup, and then I'm gonna change my Ancestral to I'm gonna change this bad boy into my farm or tournament one, so that should help a little bit. Just swap. We're gonna swap basically all these bottom stats here. I think we'll probably keep the quant. We're gonna re-roll that, obviously, get that ancestral, and then re-roll the substat. But then, yeah, no, we'll get rid of these and put some actual ones that'll be beneficial for us in there. Xenomorph. So, okay, so that's what we're doing some testing with. I usually run this maxed out, and I usually run the range card. But what I realized last tournament was my Poison Swamp wasn't even over the range line. So my Poison Swamp did nothing for ranged. So I just want to do some testing. I know we're not obviously dealing with ranged ultimate this week, but I do, like, I want to see exactly how it affects a couple different battle conditions now that we're actually thinking about that. And I just want to have it in my head that I need to start dabbling a little bit in tournaments. I mean, typically for the last, like, 6 months to a year, I've done, you know, one maybe 2 tournament runs or something and just call it quits. I never really played around with it much, so I really want to start working on this, and a lot of it for me is like I just usually don't have the time to do as many runs to sit down and run this for like a few hours. Today I actually had a little bit extra time and I want to do some testing. I wanted to dedicate that because I do think there's some range improvements for me, and so on the first run I didn't think that we did great. Now I honestly, every run up until now is totally skewed because we didn't have our Chrono Loop on and we didn't have Poison Swamp Stone, the whole reason that we're doing this range testing here. So, honestly, I'm sorry, guys. Those first couple runs, garbage. Scratch them from your mind. They don't even exist. So, it'll definitely be interesting to see because we will do a max range run. We'll max this out, and it's been on my mind so much because I see the range that like Zephyr's been running for a long time, but it is on my mind. I've had this motherfucker in here just waiting to get leveled up. Before I started using any range, I mean this thing was at like 15 or something, and I'd been running my farming range forever. So negates tank alt. So I mean, how does tank alt ultimately affect me? Like, does it just slowly get pushed into my tower, where then is like, extremely detrimental because you don't have like the thorns in this battle condition? Study Mage, you're doing tier 17 utility disco. Should be able to move up to tier 17 soon. I go to 10k on 16. I've actually been doing enemy labs instead. So that's going to be another thing that I work on. Well, I don't know, soon is relative because I have so much stuff that I've been like set on that I'm really committed to wanting to do. And I'm just like, these labs are just starting to get slow, man. These labs are starting to get slow. So I haven't been progressing as much as possible. I'm doing, yeah, as you can see here with my my runs here, I do about anywhere from 11 to 12,000, and everything's just pretty much consistent. So what Study Mage, which enemy labs are you working on? I wanted to I want to work on more fast labs, and I think it would be good for me to work on. See, the other thing, I haven't been able to really work on any of this stuff because I don't have the econ for it. Up here, yeah. So for a while, dude, like a couple months ago, like bosses were just eating me up, like 3 months ago or something. And so I did some levels into that because I would just get a boss that I couldn't kill in time, and that thing would just like, I just see it just eat my health. And then I did boss health to be able to ultimately kill it faster. Man, I can't wait to see how long 290 to 300% wall regen is. Well, so that's, I was talking about that in one of my last videos, but not to get too far off topic, I do think that these ranged ones, because that just absolutely torched me the last few, which I think I have now the answer for, but I'd like to do, somebody said like 7 or 8% or something was kind of the sweet spot, or 7 or 8 levels, maybe it was, I don't recall. So yeah, that's kind of what we've done over here. We haven't really done much. You're working on fast speed, range, protector's health, and boss attack. Those are all good ones, man. Those are all the ones to do. But so I had looked at in Rend, and I ended up slotting it out. But dude, did I slot it down here? No, I still got it up here, bro. Defense percent. Bro, for me to finish this to 50%, it's like 99 days at 6x speed. I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. 99 days at 6x? So these are just, you're basically saying these are just gem rush. You gotta gem rush the last 8 levels or something. Like, that's insane. Like, I'm not gonna wait 100 days to finish one lab for like an extra fucking like 2% or whatever. 19 and 20. Let's take a glance, Study Mage. We'll take a glance. Nothing. I mean, dude, and I've done this on full tournament respec with the bot that I have now. Nothing, bro. So I am gonna do a couple last pushes. I'm gonna try really hard to get to 2,500. And I'm going to try to get 300 unlocked so we can get to 21 before we do the respec back into the golden bot. So that'll be like the last thing. We'll probably stream that just to see how we do, because those won't be like crazy long. That 2,500 run will be, if we make it that far, is like, what, 2 hours or something? Or what? No, probably an hour and a half. So yeah, we'll try that. And I don't really think I'll try one more. I will do one more on the disco utility for 17. I don't think I'm gonna get there. Yeah, and Study Mage, you know, you got to keep in mind here, this is all because of the, I respect the bot with the flame bot. I mean, this is not my general setup. It's been my general setup, and I was just talking about it in the last video, if you haven't seen it. So, when I did the respec, right before I did the respec, I had just hit, my highest was 48 Q per hour. That's my highest ever. So now with the bot, getting the golden bot re-unlocked, getting some levels into it, and working on the coins kill bonus lab, I'm now basically back to where I was. So I expect my coins per hour to be, I think, when I respec back into golden bot, with the additional bot levels, with the more medals in the time that I've had the bot respect, I think we should be close to 100 Q an hour, bro. And I think, like I said, I'll be back into the 7 to 8K wave mark on tier 16. So it's going to kind of remove my urgency to progress a tier, because that won't be an issue anymore. I won't be able to even max out tier 16 anymore, with having the less damage reduction. Study Mage, you said my bot is 1.3 and flame bot is 95. I saved range on all bots while I min-range. I saved range on all bots while I'm in range. Oh, okay. Okay. Tier 19,000 waves today. Getting $156 on tier 20. So are you yeah, man, I would say just keep put some levels into the bot. I mean, that just makes a huge difference with your damage reduction. It'll make a big difference for those types of runs. I'm sorry if my dogs are being absolutely wild behind me. Oh, sacrifice range on all bots. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, bro, look at this, dude. Look at this, dude. We're fucking cooking right now. Okay. Let's get ready to lock the fuck in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Go on. There you go. And we're... Oh, man, look at that fucking package health, dude. Cooking. All right. Yeah, that reminded me, that thing was just bouncing up and down here. That reminded me of, like, the good old, like, tier 5 and under waves where all you saw was your fucking health just bouncing around, dude. So funny. Ludicrous, welcome. Okay, let's get this adjusted. Boom, boom, and boom. Put the crit chance up to over 100%, so we're constantly doing 260 times damage. My mediocre golden bot still gets 30% tags. Hey, bro, that's still really good. Hey, man, that's better than I'm doing. Look at my G-bot, dude, 7%, and I think like in farm, look at this, dude. 9%, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm not touching shit with my G-bot right now. Okay, let's right, we set these where we want them. Yeah, we're good there. And we'll just kick that real quick, and we'll try to save it. Okay, so you're saying, are we saying that we should now increase our range? I want to make sure. So my poison swamp's like exactly at the range of the tower. Orbs 96%. Yeah, that's more than me, I think. Hold on, let me take a glance. Study Mage. 87%, which I think might be a slight range thing. So because I think I'm usually around the 90 mark, and I tweaked my range a little bit, and I didn't realize it. So I was normally about around 90%. I had my extra orb adjuster. I had it a little too far in, so I wasn't tagging everything outside of the range. I usually rock that right outside range. So that's what happened there. I actually glad you mentioned that. Um, uh, I'd like to see a fleet come in. Yeah, okay, maybe we will bounce this up a little bit. So you're saying we should just max it out? That's what I've been doing, and maybe that's better for this. Maybe it's just really with range that I need to have the smaller range. Which even now I'm just barely hitting the edge of the line. It's pretty good. All right. Okay, guys. Well, we're doing better by a lot. Yeah, Xenomorph, bro, you were absolutely correct. I needed the bigger range for fast ults and the tank ults. You're absolutely right. Look at that. No tanks are stacking up around me right now. And when they do, it's going to take a longer amount of time for them to stack up like that. It gives me a lot more time to work them over. Okay, we got the nuke for the commander if we need it. I'd like to get at least maybe like an overcharge on the board too. Could take out. Bro, that fucking scatters inside that commander. Ludacris said, would y'all roll Thorns on your Sharp Fortitude instead of Lifesteal? 100%. 100%. Ludacris. 1000%, brother. 1000%. Thorns is way more valuable than Lifesteal. Outside of, like, the very beginning of the game, Lifesteal doesn't have a very much impactful purpose. I'm not going to say that it doesn't have a purpose, but it's not very noticeable or impactful. I'll put it this way, man. I have not thought about Sharp Fort in probably, Lifesteal in probably over a year. No problem. No problem, Ludacris. Tank Alteration Lab is good for EHP, but is way too long and expensive. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pop that bad boy. See if we can regen this package. Study Mage said Lifesteal has 0 use in game. I would absolutely agree with that. Tank Alteration Lab is good for EHP. Way too long and expensive. Yeah, I think that's something that will ultimately work into. I got like a wish list right now of labs that I'd really like to get through, and man, I've been working on some of these ones that are just really long. I'm finally on the last level of battle conditions labs, so that'll be nice. Let's see how long do we have on that bad boy. This will be done by next tournament, so that's nice. So this is what it looks like with the level 9. Study Mage said, same thing with damage per meter ends with no Spotlight Plus, and Rend is worse. Yeah, I haven't done anything with the Rend stuff or damage per meter. I won't be getting Spotlight Plus anytime soon. So it looks like we should be good here. We've definitely got some good package health here rebuilt. Regen. Well, not regen, but from packages.
If anyone can still hear this,
This Ray's charging up. Didn't even hardly do anything. Didn't even barely move that. Perfect timing with that Saboteur coming up. That might be what kills us. Grandpa, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Well, honestly, guys, we're looking nice and strong here. I think we'll try one more after this, guys. We'll try one more, see what we can put together. See if we can put our heads together. Try to find one more build that can beat this. But honestly, this is looking like this might be the run here. I really like our module setup on this one. I think this might be it. Oh, we never ran one with negative mass projector, which orbs are only at 65% this run. Study Mage said, is everyone streaming now? Well, you know, that's actually funny you say that, because for like a couple months I was telling myself, I was like, bro, I just play this game anyway. Like I sit at my computer a lot and fuck around with it, so I'm like, I might as well stream it. Plus, like, I think it's awesome that, I mean, people that are behind me can learn from my mistakes and my advice, because I've been doing the exact same thing for numerous streamers for a hot minute. Like, I mean, I've been watching Clouded for like almost a year, probably going on like almost a year. Long time. I don't know. It's a long time. I've been watching Zephyr for a long time. I've been watching Spartan since his channel was still pretty small. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting to see where other people's mindsets are. And the best way to get that is, I think, through streaming. It's just the easiest way to talk to people and communicate with people. I don't know. For me personally, I'll communicate with you guys through a live stream rather than like through Discord. Honestly, dude, we're looking real good here, guys. This is much better than I was expecting. I mean, I would really hope this was a lot better. I can't believe we didn't have CF Plus on. That makes such a massive difference with these fasts. And having the poison swamps on. I mean, look at all these guys just getting stunned repeatedly. Study Mage said, I'm mostly just excited to be the unofficial spokesman of EHP. So Study Mage, I like that a lot. I think that I should be the spokesman for hybrid players, because I'm not gonna, I would say I lean towards the HP with the damage reduction, and I don't have as much into the damage stuff, but I am totally realistic about the fact that I have every intention to be EHP. Like, at the end of the day, it just makes the most sense. It makes the most sense. So, and going with that, so when we finish up our Swamp Labs, we're going to be diving straight into finish up the damage masteries that we already have. Level 6 right now on damage mastery, so we're going to max that out. And then I only have like the like a level or two into super tower mastery, so I want to max that out. And then I want to put like 10 or 20 levels into super tower bonus, some really fast ones. I think I could probably knock that out in like a week or something. So yeah, definitely we have the spokesman for EHP. We have the glass cannon spokesman, many of them, and I will take the title of the unofficial spokesman of the hybrid players, okay? Yeah, Study Major. I was looking at Zephyr's last last stream, which is what made me run a couple last minute runs, which I did better, but I could not get out of 16th place, dude. I moved up waves by like a lot, but I couldn't get into 15th, and I ended up like 29 waves short, and I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, dude, I gotta look at Zephyr's Tower a little bit more, because like we have a lot of similarities, and I would say I'm a little bit better in a couple of I think he's a little bit farther in general than I am, but sometimes I have a hard time understanding why I do considerably worse in a specific tournament than he does, and then I saw like a few tournaments ago I did better. I did more waves. I think it was like not the last tournament, but the last two tournaments before the last tournament. I think I did more waves than Zephyr, and I'm like, man, how can that be? Because like last tournament, dude, he did like I think 400 waves more than I could put out. I'm like, bro, 400 waves would have been absolutely massive for me. Oh, we gotta pay attention here, guys. It's looking ugly with the Saboteur. Death Wave, not very detrimental, so that's good news at least. Yeah, we're regenning the package nicely. Nice work. We can take another couple hits. Perfect. Get this Saboteur out of here. Poetic. Hybrid is king. It really is king. Okay, this is looking a little ugly. This might be where we die. Okay, can I take a hit from an overcharge? I don't know if I can take a hit from an overcharge. I need to demon mode this. Look at all those misses, dude. Love to see it. This is all she wrote, guys. This is all she wrote, I think. This is it. We're hanging in there. We're holding tough. We just need to get the wall up, push that commander out, or Saboteur out, and get a reset here. Nope. No bueno. That's honestly a waste, dude, because the freaking wall was about to come back up, dude. So I'm gonna have demon mode for a good amount of time. Last turn you got 10th. Are you you're in Legends, Study Mage? Or are you? Yeah, you're in Legends, right? 10th place, bro. How many waves did you get last tournament? I did, bro, I saw Shadow Saber did, like, 10th place, I think, with, like, way less waves than I had. 11-15 was my best run last time. Yeah, Legends. Study Mage said, I remember when I first started, and I thought that being in Tier 18 was insane. Dude, me too, man. Well, I mean, honestly, the game's, like, so incredible when you really think about it. Like, at one point, we were all trying to hit 1 million coins. Then you were trying to hit 1 billion, and then 1 trillion, and then now I'm working with big queues and stuff. It's absolutely wild. Yeah, bro, look at 16th place, dude. I couldn't even get keys. And I had a little bit more waves than you, and you were getting good keys in 10th place. That's what I'm saying. Like, so much variation comes from brackets. All right, guys, this is all she wrote. Poetic said, I lean glass cannon, but my crowd control is my strong point. Yeah, I definitely need more crowd control, and I think I need more damage, even as a primary EHP player. I think it would just be really beneficial. Okay. I think we're gonna call it with this, guys. I felt pretty good about that run. Honestly, that was a pretty good run. I felt strong with that. I don't think we're doing anything to get keys, bro. Which is crazy. But this gives you a little bit of perspective of where I'm at. I mean, honestly, it's like I'm just on par with where I should be. But look at this, dude. People getting into tier 20 are demoted. You got this tank here. So yeah, dude, I mean, look at this, dude. I'm getting pushed down to 18th place with 1,200 waves. So, yeah, V29 can't come soon enough with a new bracket. I mean, it's, man. Yeah, tournament, so much RNG. My PB waves, I got 8th place. That's disappointing, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, this run was nuts, dude. I mean, I did do really good here. On these 2 runs, I mean, those were absolutely insane for me because I never really do anything like that. And this has a 900, 1,000, and all of a sudden, boom! 1,600, almost 1,700. So yeah, I'm happy at least with those runs. I got good placement out of them, but like this was a little demoralizing. Cause I think I wanted to get 10th on that one. And then yeah, dude, look at this back-to-back brackets, no keys, putting up decent runs. So pretty tough stuff. So I think oh man, should we do one with negative mass projector? I don't think so. I don't think with these battle conditions, 57% orb hits, I don't think that's gonna do it, bro. So if I run the small range, I just get absolutely torched, but I would hit 72%. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. And that's crazy because we have the ancestral orbs. We have all the orbs. Yeah, I got the orbs on all of them. So, what if they didn't add a bracket? How would you feel? Well, Study Mage, I'd be a little bit disappointed because, like I said, I'm going to be tanking myself here pretty soon, taking out the maxed bot, and we're going to, because this is where I'm looking at right now. I didn't have anything maxed in here except for the cooldown. And this was, I think, at 4 or 5%, and this was like a 67 per meters, and this was like 35 and a half. I had 35 and a half, 35 and a half, or maybe it was 35 and 35. And this stuff was real light. So if they didn't add another bracket, Study Mage, just in these last couple tournaments, I've really seen like how much I can struggle in tournaments. And again, there's 2 big variations there: bracket, battle conditions. So there's a lot that goes into it. But man, you can add 5 to 10 places on this when I take the bot out. So it's like, bro, am I going to be getting bounced back and forth if there's not another bracket? I don't really like that idea because I've been now past the point of getting bounced back and forth for a long time, and like look at this. Look at how long it's been since I got bounced. What is it? 25th, right? Bro, that was in February, bro. That was like half a year ago. It was 5 months ago. So I'm going to be really disappointed if I have to go back to that bullshit, because I hated first place back. First place back, you know? That's first and second place back. And I don't know. I'll just be really disappointed if we have to go back to that crap. What's the craziest change in the game I can see happening? I guess I haven't really thought too much about that, Study Mage. That's a good question, man. I think the craziest thing that I could see happening would be not adding another bracket. That's got to be one of the things. Because, I mean, a lot of people have been complaining about brackets for a long time. And I think now with the amount of scaling and power that there is for some of the high-level players, you're obviously starting to see a big skill gap. And I've been seeing, I mean, I don't experience it, but I've been seeing that, and I imagine this would be my case. If I go into Champions League, I'm going to be back to running long-ass tournaments, dude, pushing 2,000 to 3,000 waves. I don't want to do that. Tags, brother, I think this is your first one in, man. Maybe it's your second. Might be your second, bro. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. I've been waiting to say it to you, man. What is it? Harvester Stallone, brother. I love it. It's the greatest coin phrase ever. Ludacris said, yeah, you're late, Tags. Shit. Study Mage said, and what's the most outlandish thing that you wouldn't expect them to do? Outlandish thing that I wouldn't expect them to do? I wouldn't expect them to add a line item for wall regen. I don't think they're going to add it. I think at this point it's just a freaking meme. Yo, best module name ever. Seriously is. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, as far as changes with V29, man, I think there's a couple things that we need. I think primary, first and foremost, we need another bracket for tournaments. I think we gotta let these high-level players go duke it out at their own weight classes. You know, there's weight classes for a reason in combat sports. You don't want to see a 400-pound dude beat the shit out of a 200-pound dude. It wouldn't be fun. That guy would just get ragged out. Okay, that's probably a bad example, but a guy that's like 285 jacked against a guy that's fucking 140 pounds. There's not a comparison there. And that's kind of what we're running into now. And I mean, I've been seeing a lot of posts about it on the Reddit, in the Discords. A lot of people are really struggling with the bouncing back and forth. And seriously, look at this. Like, when you're talking about people that are getting bounced, like, this guy's gonna go do 2,800 waves in Champions. Like, so what do you think I'm gonna do in Champions? If I get to the point where I start getting bounced, if they don't put a bracket in, what do you think I'm gonna fucking do to Champions League? You know? So that would honestly detract a lot from the game for me, because now we're starting to get to that point, and I feel that I'm slowly sliding down. I'm slowly sliding down, even though I'm making really good progression. Now, I understand there's a pay-to-win factor. These folks might be balling out, okay? So there is some variation, but I think I'm kind of at a point in the game where I'm making really good progress, and you don't want to see hard work not get rewarded. And that's where I think Tech Tree's got to open their eyes and realize they don't want to start losing some of their player base. Don't get me wrong, the game's addicting. I don't think too many people are going to leave over this, but there will be some people that will lose the love of the game. They're not going to want to sit here and ponder module setups for their next tournament because it's not going to be fun. They're just like, well, I'm just going to get cooked, so it is what it is. You know, I played like that for a long time. I mean, seriously, and then all of a sudden you start making some progress, start being a little competitive at your own weight class, and the game becomes fun, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think that's got to be the first and foremost thing that gets a tweak. I think we're at the point where they got to do something to differentiate, because the skill gap here from where I'm at, the skill gap for where I'm at 1,273 waves to where this guy is at 1,700 waves is huge. It's huge. We're me and this guy are practically playing a different game, because those 500 waves are massive. That's a massive difference in you know, power, damage, various factors, right? And then you want to talk about getting into, like, here, dude, now we're talking about almost 2,000 waves, you know. So yeah, Tag said, I've been saying this for weeks now and nobody caught on until this week, and man, now it's spreading like wildfire, brother. I did see you talking about it earlier this week in one of your lives, man. I saw you. Do I think they'll have mod banners when V29 drops? Yeah, I think they will. I mean, I would kind of assume so, but I don't necessarily think the game needs more modules. I don't think that's necessarily an answer. I think they need to do some fine tweaking to make all the modules that we have right now viable. You know, look at Wormhole Redirector. Past tier 1 and 2, thing has no purpose. I've never used that. You know, I've literally never used that in the game. I never will use it at this point. Even with the disco runs, I've heard some people talk about that for the health disco runs. I haven't used it personally. I haven't used it at all. What's another one? I think people are getting good usage out of this. I don't know anything about this. I don't know how that would be beneficial. And I think I hear a lot of people talk about this that are glass cannons being effective. I mean, I don't know. This could probably use a performance upgrade. I don't know. They could probably bump this to 20% or something stupid, like 18%, make it a little bit more effective. Especially with it just being a... Well, I can't even say it's like an RNG, because honestly, it was like over 15%. It was 15.5% every time we used it, so... Key fragments should be a thing. I'm going to jump right down to that one, because I just caught my attention. Absolutely, Epstein files, we need some key fragments. Because if you are going to get stuck in that bouncing back and forth, there's got to be at least a reward that makes it worthwhile to go through and deal with that BS. Poetic said they're going to have to do a new bracket or two to allow for all the players of all the levels to have more fun. And that's exactly right. And I don't know if one tier right now is per se the answer. I think that they might even need a second tier. And okay, I think let's make it more worthwhile for those higher tier players, those people that are going to be in the mythic bracket or the platinum bracket or whatever the heck the next highest bracket's going to be. You know, like, give them more keys, make it more worth their while to be up there, but don't punish the people that are in the mid and lower points of the game where it's just over competitive. You know what I mean? So if it spreads, that would be epic. Well, it's gonna spread. I tell you what, man. I heard that mentioned probably 20 times today in Bonzo's stream. So it's the word's out. Cat's out of the bag tags. So, Harvester Stallone has entered the chat. 1273 waves and no keys. Brutal man thinking to respec Goldbot to Ampbot if it means difference between keys or not. Then do disco runs, then respec again next week. Graham Freeman, I think that's a really good idea, and because you're more of the glass cannon style, that's exactly what I did with the, that's exactly what we did over here on the G-Bot. We completely removed this, and we went with this setup right here, went with the max range. We shouldn't have quite maxed that, but we did, whatever. And it was working good, man. My performance was doing good. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but all this, I think all these consistent keys, yes, consistent keys. I think this is where we started, and then we got a real unlucky one, and look at this. All these keys were because I did the respec, so absolutely. So I think, Graham, sacking the Goldbot temporarily to get the thing that you're shopping for in the keys, and for me it was auto restart, because I want to be able to play this game as minimally as possible. I just want it to run, and something for me is if I get busy for an hour or two and I end a run, or I forget to restart another run, I'll waste like several hours. So that's another big factor there. And that's what I'm getting at here is, so as soon as we close this out, man, I had mulled around when I was doing really good, trying to push it all the way up to get this, which would take some time, but I knew I was steadily increasing econ. But now it's like, man, if I'm just gonna be getting cooked, not getting keys, like what's the point, dude? Like, I might as well just go back to getting some coins. And like I said, I think we'll be close to almost 100 Q an hour. Hey, they did say, speak your opinion to help them. Maybe if everyone dedicated a VOD to their channel about adding another tournament bracket, it might spread the word. You know, Ludicrous, I think it's been talked about. Plenty. I just think it's just a matter of, are they releasing a new one with V29? You know, I think that's really, it just comes down to, it's kind of like, and I even saw Sam was joking in the Reddit with somebody about, oh, haven't heard wall regen before. You know, it's like, at this point, are you going to add it or not? You know everyone wants it. Are you going to add it? Like, so I think it's like the same with tournaments. And I would assume that they've now seen how far some players are able to push into, like, the new tiers. And they'll be like, well, obviously if people are able to do this good in these tiers, and you have people that are stuck in tier 12 and tier 15 and tier 16 farming, maybe we should get with the times, and we added new tiers. Let's add more tournament brackets. You know, it's kind of like, it's got to be a 1-to-1 there. Tags, you did mention it to Bonjo. Yeah, man, he said it so many times during his stream. In terms of the tourney leagues, if they add 1 to 2 new ones, I just hope it's not a temporary band-aid for 5 to 6 months. Well, and that's, I mean, let's be real. I think that's kind of what it would be, and I'm assuming that's why they haven't done it yet. And I don't have the perfect answer for that. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but I'm also not printing tens or hundreds of millions of dollars off this fucking game. I would think they should be able to figure it out. Graham said, cheers, good to see you succeed. I have a lot of cheap labs I can knock out, so it won't hurt too much. Hopefully Saturday brings what you want. I'm GT plus 5. Excellent, Graham. Yeah, I think you'll be able to make some huge progression, and that GT plus 5 is, let me take a look here. I think I'm at 10. So I think that's going to be why I'm basically double your econ. 11, GT plus 11. So that's a big difference. And then another thing you got to really remind yourself with the GT plus, duration is your king. Honestly, if your cooldown is 5 minutes and you have a super long duration, that's what's getting you the big econ. With your GT plus, you gotta have a longer duration so you can get more kills during it. So this is king. This is king with the GT plus. So even if you can't afford these expensive ass GT plus clicks, bump up your duration, Graham. Okay. Stefan, until people stop buying stone packs and it hurts their pockets, they don't care about us. We're still spending money. We're still playing the game. They are winning. I mean, that's the truth, man. It's definitely the truth. Stefan, I don't think we've seen you in here before, so welcome in. Study Mage said, what's the craziest, most unpredictable change they could make that'd help all types of players throughout the game? Craziest, most unpredictable change. Help all players. Ooh. Giving auto restart as a milestone for tier 5 or tier 10. The fact that this is not an idle game when it's advertised it's an idle game is very disappointing. Now that I'm running on a emulator on a computer, I don't necessarily think about the fact that this doesn't run in the background anymore, but I will tell you, when I first started playing this game and I got hooked on it, the whole walking around with my phone in my hand, not in my pocket, so it wouldn't accidentally click some buttons, and having my phone screen on for many days at a time was exhausting. And I think that's something that, again, I'm not a computer genius, so I don't understand this stuff, but I would assume, considering basically every game has figured it out, there should be a way for them to figure out how to run it in the background. I think that's a big must at some point. Which then, let me just add to that, then you have these longtime players that have busted their asses for months and years to get to that point. There needs to be substantial compensation for anyone who's unlocked auto restart prior to that. And for that reason, I don't think they will change that. Yeah, Stefan, you be lurking? Well, hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you being here. Feel free to ask any questions. What change do you think would hurt the player base the most? Well, tie it back into the tournaments. I think that's a big thing. But also... okay, nope, I got the answer. What change do you think would hurt the player base the most? Unlimited stone packs. I think putting a cap on stone packs is actually probably one of the best things that this game has done comparatively to other games. I think that's an absolute massive thing, because at the end of the day, those games are obviously pay to win. There is a pay to win limit per se. You can only advance so much. I mean, there's a maximum amount you can finish. If you finish first in every tournament and you buy every stone pack, there's only a maximum amount of stones that you can ultimately get per month if you're a top level player. Now, some of these other games that allow you to buy an unlimited amount of any currency, those games definitely get hurt more by the pay to win factor. So I think that would probably be the biggest thing, which I mean, I can't believe they haven't yet, and I hope they never do, but I'm kind of surprised because they gotta be printing money, you know. Tag said if they make auto restart a milestone reward, I'd like my keys back. Yeah, absolutely. It'd have to be some serious compensation for anybody. I mean, they'd have to look at game data and see who unlocked it before that new update, and anybody who's unlocked it prior to that would need like that many keys, like times 5 or something or more. I don't know. I mean, it's like, how do you even factor that in? I don't know. Any person who buys packs, I don't think I'd play for a long time. Long if they did unlimited stone packs. With limited, there's a bit of planning involved instead of just buying a bunch of packs willy-nilly. Yeah, for sure. Well, and then also you'd get like some rich people that can walk in and spend like 50 or 100 grand, and there's sick people that'll do that. Like I just have an unlimited amount of money, and they have the ability to come ruin a game by just being rich, you know, and that really ruins any game. You know, I can't say I've really played too many games that are like that, but like one that I know is like a big game that's a proponent of that, and that's a far extreme, is like World of Warcraft. I mean, I saw something about a guy like paid like 100 grand like updating an account, or like a couple $100 grand or something. I mean, I'm like, bro, what the heck, dude? So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that would ruin the game in its entirety, and I think that you know, we definitely need to see the tournament improvements. Past that, I mean, I don't know, man. I think there's it feels to me that there's a pretty good balance of everything. I think modules are well balanced, and I guess I can kind of retract my statement. I think everything has its usages. I think if we had some sort of respec or like presets or something for the higher level players, I think that'd be cool. For like rerolls or something, I don't know. I don't think they would ever do that. There was that one guy that after a year dropped like 50 grand and got top 1,000 in Legends after a year. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, we got the Celeste in here. Celeste, so I actually can't tell you which song this is right now because my Spotify player is telling me that something went wrong. Oh, actually, wait a second. So this is the Return of Sauron's Eye, Second Resurrection, and we love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even so, I mean, there is like still an like an unlimited ability for pay to win factor. I mean, you could go spend like 50 or 100 grand and push through all the buy gem pack or stone like gem packs and max out labs, dude. So like, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Just imagine you start playing a game like 3 months in, you're just every lab in the game that's available is maxed out. Of course, that person's going to be way stronger with, you know, they could buy level 200 on every module, you know. So it's like there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors there with how you still could do that, but it's less valuable and ultimately more costly than stones. So looks like Celeste is awake and on his way to work. I made new versions of the 2025 theme songs in this style. Yeah, they're super good, dude. They're super good. Well, guys, I think that's all we got for tonight. I'm going to respec this. If anybody wants to, I'll give you a quick respec. We'll set it back up for our farm setup. I'll respec the tower. And I think we're going to call tonight good. I think we made the right call not doing a run with negative mass projector. I mean, obviously this tower was, or this bracket was just absolutely cooked. I don't think there was anything else that we could have really done all that much different. So, hey guys, I still need some input here. Okay, I got 4 decisions. I got like 3 to 5 minutes here if we want to quick talk about this. Okay, I need some serious input, and we got tags in here, and we got some new faces in here. Okay, we also have 19 viewers, which I greatly appreciate, guys. That's the most viewers we've ever had on a video at one time, so I really appreciate you guys. Real quick, if you didn't catch in the last video, and if somebody can let me know, if all you guys can give me some input, we need to make a decision here. Okay, do I work on cannon assist? Okay, I really like the idea of second. Oh, I don't know if I think the stream's good. I think the stream's good. I don't know. It just said OBS disconnected and reconnected. I don't know if that ended the stream. I don't think so. Okay. Anyways, 11 seconds as opposed to 5 seconds in the assist slot. Okay. For my shrink ray, that's going to give me a 20% instead of 10%. So everything's double or better with the first click, okay? In addition to that, if I'm running this, I mean, I don't know if this would really make that much of a difference, but I like those two for the increase, okay? I am a EHP hybrid tags, okay? Mashed Potato, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. You're catching the very last end of the stream here, okay? We're going to be finishing up here. We got absolutely torched. Okay, GTA 6 before canon unique effects. That probably says that for me. Okay, so my options. Landmine stun mastery, okay? Landmine stun mastery. Flashbang, 25% chance to miss attacks at max level. Area of effect mastery, okay, that will help give us a little bit more peace of mind with the range of our poison swamp in tournaments, okay? Cannon and core assists, yep. Okay, so here's what we got in the assists. Okay, music just jumped. That's good to hear. Thanks, Celeste. I appreciate it. This is what I'm working with, tags, okay? And then I have one other option for you guys. I have one last option for you in terms of where I could spend some stones. I'm thinking we could do one more click. I would do one more click into the duration. That would give me a second permanent swamp with a 2-second third swamp. And we'll jump back over here. Chrono Loop. Level 8. Okay? That's one thing that I I don't necessarily think that I would see a drastic improvement for the amount of coin, or the amount of stones for another 2 levels. Now, I will say from 4 to 8, huge increase. That's when I now see that CF Plus is actually viable. It's useful for me. I would have got in the 800-900 wave range on this tournament with Fast Ultimate without it. Well, I guess that's not true because I didn't even have it turned on for the first run. So CF Plus, bro, CF Plus, everybody, eh? Okay, I need some more input. Poetic, I appreciate that. You think CF Plus? Okay, how hard do I push this thing? How hard do I push this? Are we shooting for like 10? 10 piece with a biscuit? That's a lot of stones too, you know? My CF Plus is at 5, and I'm still going to 1K plus. Study, we need another 50K stone. I don't know. Me personally, guys, I was really thinking that the cannon assist made sense for the, but we're gonna scratch that. I'm gonna cross that out right now. It's removed from the list. Okay, doesn't even exist. So that leaves us with 10 to 11. It does better than Poison Swamp. Now, let me ask you, Tag. So with me running Harmony Conductor, getting the misses, is that still true? Because I know you're a glass cannon player, you're a damage player. So is that still true if I'm trying to optimize my misses on the Poison Swamp? Study Mage, you're saying I got like 50,000 more stones than you? Um, 11, then eventually max. My goal is to max after maxing GT plus. Okay. So Tag. So, and this is what I'm, and I put so much into Poison Swamp recently that I'm like, I'd really like to really get the usage out of it. So I'm 1 click off here. I mean, I can do it right now. 1 click off a second full-time permanent swamp with a 2-second third swamp. So that's negligible. We'll have 2 permanent swamps, essentially. So that's why I'm like, dude, I mean, those misses, I think, would be really, really good. Having those extra misses, getting it swung back through the Poison Swamps for the additional stuns as well. I have 1 level left to GT plus, then 2 levels of CF plus less. I will be going for both of them to be maxed in that order. Yeah, I keep seeing everybody talk about CF plus, so maybe that is the play. It just gets so damn expensive at this point. You know, and especially like right now, guys. Right now, this is another perfect example here. As somebody who's not intending to spend any money on the game right now. Look at this, bro. Look at what we're doing here. I mean, 225, so that's 450 a week. I mean, that's just not a lot, dude. So, like, once a month, I get a click. That's what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will say, too, a higher CF Plus makes Poison Swamp even better. And that makes a lot of sense. And that's where I've now, with jumping from 4 to 8, I actually am getting value out of it. So, enemies keep entering Swamp satisfying. CF plus Poison Swamp is GOAT. Okay, well, guys, I'm sold. And I really appreciate your guys' input because I was not even thinking CF plus. It was totally not in my scope. And I really didn't want to go a mastery route because I gotta finish these labs, man. I gotta get these we gotta get these damage labs done. These damage mastery labs. I gotta finish this, and I gotta finish this. And then we're gonna work on probably 20 levels of that. I gotta do that last level eventually, but I haven't got auto restart to start thinking about auto demon mode, the first level, so I haven't even needed it. I never used demon mode. So yeah, if you already have 2 perma swamps, Poison Swamp, that should be fine. Okay, well that's good. Now let me do I need to get this last click here? Should I get this? I'm technically 3 seconds off. So should I get this last click here and then turn everything into poison or CF plus? Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to call it. CF plus now is even better because it won't foot gun you against fleets since it affects all now. Okay, since it affects it now. Okay, awesome tags. I appreciate that, brother. Well, guys, I hate to end this off with 20 viewers, and I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate all the information you guys have given me tonight. You guys are very helpful. This is why I do this. Love the community here. So wish we could have did a little bit better. I'm gonna just quick respec this, guys, and then I gotta hop off. My dogs are pestering me to go to bed, so as they should. They're very particular about what time they go to sleep. So we will set this back up real quick, as you guys can give a quick watch if you'd like. Man, now I'm thinking I should be dabbling with my range and farming too. Yeah, I just leave a lot of stuff unclicked, guys. Just because it automatically is going to upgrade anyway. Doesn't even matter.
Defense online. Code in the mirror, it cracks and it bends. Reality's fabric unravels again. Pixels and wires, they're all that we see. A world on repeat, just a digital spree. Do you feel the glitch? Do you hear the hum? The rhythm of lies where the shadows throw.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I will try to stop by again. Tags, appreciate you. Poetic, good night. Appreciate you guys. Stefan, have a good night. Celeste, your cat does that. New Year theme song, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Does anybody else send Bob to the Shadow Realm? Okay, I don't understand the reference. Bob to the Shadow Realm. 95% orb hit at 69.5% range is what I get with 7 orbs and extra orbs. Okay, hold on. 95% at 69.5. Shoot. I think I went a little over that tonight. What I do? 82. Well, I normally run at 95, so we'll see how this is. But, alright guys, with that, we're going to end the stream. Xenomorph, take care. Mashed potato.